told y'all. Bad Mike told you time and time again.
Well. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? We are here Monday after the shenanigans on Mr. Wide's network. We're here to
Wow.
continue this. So we're here to continue the shenanigans here on the the Originators Unholy Alliance style. I'm your host, K Styles, aka the Sixth Man, and as usual, to my riding shotgun, you know him as the Senator. It's Mad Mike Sports in the building, y'all.
Lyric Corvette. Woo-hoo. That's for Maggie right there, y'all. I'm singing to Maggie with that one. That's her favorite. That's her.
Because you sitting over there talking shit already.
Yes, I know. It's unfortunate. Heifer.
Why you
Shit.
gonna do it like
Damn,
that,
dang
man?
it, I'm a man. I'm a grown ass man. I don't see no goddamn blankie. I'm a grown ass man.
She said you sleep with a blanket. How would she know that?
You know what, Kev? We about to go to the new topic.
But you already know, man. We're gonna go ahead and give a shout out to the people that's already in here. Outside of anime crazy ass. We got we got King Treyway. We got Xavier Littman. We got the homie Keyshawn. Got my girl Sonya.
Sonya. I like singing Sonya name. Sonya. It's almost like that song, Poison.
Never trust a big button to smile. That girl is poison.
I ain't know what the hell they used to say. So I used to substitute the word for bitty bitty butter bee. That's what I used to substitute the word for. I
Oh
still say that
wow.
to this day because I didn't know what the hell they were saying, so I used to substitute words.
Yeah,
I love
that
songs, but
sounds
I didn't know what the hell they were saying.
well. Yeah, for those for those that don't that weren't around during the height of the skating rink era.
Oh boy.
The two songs Mike sang, Little Red Corvette and Poison was two of the main ones, especially over there skate time.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the go to.
Yes.
And speaking of doing double duty today, we got Mr. Teflon OG himself,
Yes, yes.
No, you be
Mr.
quiet
Wise.
for you got to be quiet for the next 5 minutes because motherfucker let me speak on his show. Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm putting you on the show and I ain't paying motherfucking talk. That's
That
some
is wild.
payback for your rotten ass. Okay, that's all right, mother. All right,
That is crazy.
that
All
nigga
right,
shutting
man.
that mic up on his own show. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah. They can't say that. Sam is a blind follower of you.
Right, right. Oh
But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and get right into it, man. Like I said, man, got a couple convers we got conversation coming on here. Basically gonna be talking about Drake London and him being the next in line to surpass the wide receiver legacy of the Atlanta Falcons, which is the wide receiver room in Mr. Drake London. But before we start that, I got something to tell y'all.
Yes.
Of all the names that we've been called,
Oh boy.
I got called a white boy today.
Damn.
Yes, yes,
Damn.
yes, yes, yes.
I don't even
You
know how
want
that is possible.
Sam? Do you want to know why I got called a white boy today?
Mm.
You
Yeah.
ready? You ready to hear this? Because I said that it's time to hold Lamar Jackson to the elite quarterback standard in which the media gave him.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
That was very interesting. But it goes back to what we always talk about. When you attack the gods of certain people, the
Deity.
thought the deity of certain people, the thongs come out real quick.
Wow, not the thongs. Whoa.
Shout out that old that's OG's terminology.
Yeah, yep.
I would go ahead and throw that in there and see if you
Yeah,
proud of me for saying that.
it's the truth.
Yeah. But let's go get right into it, man. So as we already know, it's a lot of it's a lot of positive things that's coming into the Falcons flashy world. As we already know, new quarterback. As you already know, same offense. So when I use the term unleash Drake London in 2025, what's y'all thoughts on that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Well, um, I think it's just going to be a continuation on the previous two seasons. Um, Drake is becoming a matchup issue, um, and he gets open. He attacked the ball on his catches, and then after he catches the ball, he's attacking the defender. He's trying to trump somebody, run past somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hit somebody. You know, um, he kind of puts me in the mind of Anquan Bolden.
Mm,
You know, he's vastly becoming a leader in that offensive locker room and on his team. Because his attitude and his approach to the game is kind of infectious. Um, he don't take third downs off. Uh, he puts in the work in the off season. So I think his progression is only going to keep going in the direction that it's going. You know what I'm saying? It's upward each year. You know, it's better and better. So with this season and the way things are going in practice and the work that he's putting in, I expect another phenomenal season from him. You know, um, easily.
I mean, yeah, because you can kind of say as well that it's kind of like you said, it's one of those era defining seasons that could benefit him the most, especially with the words of said Michael Pettis Jr. that says that answered the question that he was asked was how do you feel about Drake London being underrated in this league? And the main thing, what was the main thing he said? They about to find out who Drake London is. Paraphrasing.
Right.
So They've already kind of letting everybody know the mindset on how they're gonna attack this shit this year. So, which begs the question: is Drake London the primary focal point on keeping beyond this season? Because I think his fifth year option begin. I think his fifth year option is next year, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said, Diamond, what's going on? Keyshawn, you ain't right. He's at unlike a certain someone. Drake actually practices with the team.
Listen,
Shots fired. Shots.
he's
Shots.
available, and he don't take third downs off.
Mm. So, Mike, what you think about what you think about the prospects of Drake London? Because I know you've already kind of did your three keys on it. For those that may not have caught it, this would be a good time for you to explain what's your takes on.
Um, I think Drake has kind of scary talent because like I said, he's one of those wide receivers that like you can just count on to do everything. He wants to do all of that. Like he likes getting in there. Look, I ain't never seen a high yellow motherfucker that violent in a while. Okay, um, since Muhammad Ali, that motherfucker is violent, and yeah, Muhammad Ali is a guy you just know he like fighting, he likes stirring up trouble, and that's Drake. That's Drake London. He loves fighting. He loves stirring up trouble. He loves it. And that's what I look at when I see Drake. You don't see a lot of guys that like getting punched, who are standing there like getting punched, like getting hit, like to take the hit to defenders. It's not many guys like that. So Drake got scary talent. And that, like, on my, just for me being selfish, I don't want to see him get over 80 catches because I know if we get anything over 80 catches, but we're gonna be paying him like he the queen of fucking England, and I don't want that for this team because I want to be able to at least build the defense properly before we start paying all this money to these damn offensive guys. But it's coming. It's definitely coming. Unfortunately, it's coming, and hopefully, it's in another three years or so where we start paying a lot of these guys. But it may be a lot sooner than what we want to. Like I said, it's a good thing about Drake getting paid like that, but good for him to get paid. But whoo, boy, that's scary if you're the Atlanta Falcons.
Mm, mm, mm. So, do you think that this would? So, what do you think about the prospects of them trying to lock him down now before the season starts?
They better. They goddamn better. Look, before them goddamn high yellow ass women and models, supermodels getting the ill. Look, we already had that problem with Quinteros. When them motherfuckers start getting, when them Migos and all them TIs of the world start getting, and they ill, look, you better get to them before they do. You better, okay, lock this dude down right now if you can. Start having that negotiation right now. Don't freaking wait because if he have a massive year, it's over with. It's done. It's over
Well,
with.
all right, Sam. Well, what you got on there?
But I mean, you don't think he might want to, give us the hometown discount?
Hell no. That nigga from California. Okay, that's where he live. They take money to stay out in that motherfucker. Unless he gonna stay out here in Atlanta and he gonna move his family here. Nah, I don't see it. He from Cali. They different. They look. They priorities are a little bit different from us in the South. Like, look, We eat grits. Them motherfucker eat
Cream of wheat.
cream of wheat. Goddamn. All right. Mm-mm.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
we can hope.
We can hope though. We can.
We can hope. I mean, you know what I'm saying? In looking forward, looking at the landscape of the wide receiver play scale, you know, I can understand it. And then with Chase and Higgins getting 16, 8 per year now, 18, 19, 20 mil, it is what it is. Even though, like I said, I'm hoping, might be a little nice, you know, can see the big picture, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, game plan for the team. Because 19, 20 mil at receiver spot will hamper some things. It will hamper some things.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, because it just happened in Cincinnati.
We're trying to play everybody who run like a damn wide receiver over there.
Because Joe Burrow wanted his guys, and they gave him his guys, and they gonna have to outscore everybody. Cause Lord knows they ain't gonna be able to defend nothing.
So you said basically they defense ain't nothing but a crumbling wall right now.
That's it. That's it. I mean, we got a little time. You know what I'm saying? We got about a good 3 years before we having to start paying these monsters that we just drafted. But it's gonna have to make sense, man. It's gonna have an executive decision going to be made on both sides. With Drake and what I'm saying, and front office. Something's gonna have to fit, and then if he's not, gonna be willing to, you know, work with us to keep this thing together. I mean, we probably just gonna have to say aloha, arrivederci.
Uh-huh.
I mean, cause we don't know. He probably want to go play at home.
Right. Like I
There's a
said,
lot of
he
that
on the
going
other
on.
side of the country.
Guys wanted to play for their hometown team. So I mean, it'll probably end up being that either pay me or let me go home. You know.
So you said okay, okay. Um, let's get some of these comments right quick. Like I said, D. Coleman here said, "I'll pay Drake now if all parties are open to it. It's gonna start getting pricey." Um, let's see. Sheila E here said Drake's getting like 28 million per year in this market. Um,
I mean, they wasn't willing to give Lamar Jackson $50 million. So I don't think the Falcons want to go down that road after what happened with Julio. Like you're going to have to. It's just my opinion. I just don't think the Falcons want to go down that road and be financially messed up again because Arthur has already pretty much alluded to the fact that like they don't want to pay guys that amount of money like that. Like I just don't see it. If Drake gets paid, man, it's gonna be for 2 years. I don't see a third year
Right.
because a lot of guys are getting these $100 million bonuses, but they're only getting them for 2 years, and then after that third year, they got to go back to the table.
yeah, 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 yeah. So so the question that's gonna come down to is in order for that particular season to happen the way that it's happened, that it needs to happen, for him to get those numbers, what is going to have to be the game plan offensively? Because like I said, you kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, not just with Drake London, but like I said, you got that two-headed monster in that backfield. Now, I know you don't want to stop the run game.
I mean, mm, you gotta give up something. Just saying, that's a lot of money. I'm gonna tell you right now. Say hello to my little friend. Okay, so that's what the fuck you gonna be doing. You gonna be saying hello to your little friend because ain't nothing big coming up in here. Once he get that trick, once he get once he gets that contract, ain't nothing coming up in. Ain't nothing. Uh.
And I see D. Coleman talking about Jesse Bates' play doesn't decline. That's one of those good problems folks gonna talk about.
Oh, he ain't getting paid. That man is not gonna get no
Oh
money
no,
from this.
they've already established that Watson damn
Yep.
Bowman is gonna be the future.
Like Jesse gonna have to play ball. The Falcons are not gonna put themselves in a position where they are forced to pay anybody because they did that with Grady. They were forced to play Grady. And like I said, not saying it's a bad idea, a bad thing, or anything bad about Grady, but like as an organization, you don't want to put yourself in a position where you're forced to pay anybody. Like we're gonna have to come up with a reasonable number that benefits everybody. Like that's why we go back to Tom Brady. Tom Brady, he kept taking those $30 million deals because he knew it was gonna be guaranteed. He ain't got look. You just go back to the table. Go back to the table. Like look, we look right now. I'm a free agent. Let's go back to the deal and sign another 2 years. So every 2 years you sign just another contract. I think that's the way the Falcons should do it. But like I said, with these wide receivers, with they coochie being so wet, yeah, these wide receivers some dude like they are very, and I'm talking about very sensitive. They
Yeah.
worse than any quarterbacks. They worse than any quarterbacks.
Diva.
Diva. You ain't right, Sam.
Hey, I mean, look, with
Hey,
Chase,
look.
with Chase and Higgins getting the money that they got, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. Both of them got 16.8 a year. So you know if Drake has anything close to what he did last year, then he's gonna be looking for 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, that's kind of. But like you said, that's just one of those things where we talk about. Like you said, you got too many Ferraris in the damn garage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the one thing about this is, we have a very good scout that is also doubling as our GM. Uh, I hate to be cool about it, but he can find another Drake London.
Mm,
You got a quarterback, that's what's gonna happen anyway. You shouldn't be forced when you have a quarterback to pay any wide receiver. And that's what the Falcons did wrong. And they realized they did that wrong with Quinteros. They didn't have to pay him.
Mm-mm.
They already had Calvin there. But what the Falcons did, I mean, They went against the Cardinals saying as an organization, when you bring in a replacement, you never give the old guy. I mean, that's what happened with Jerry Rice. They already had his replacement in Tyrone. They already knew that. Like I said, it's no indictment on Jerry Rice because obviously he's the GOAT. But like when these older players, super mega stars, end up getting older, it's like, and you bring in the TO who can put up almost the exact same numbers. Like, why should I pay Jerry Rice $30 million a year when I got a guy that's younger and I can give him less money than you to do the exact same thing? Just the numbers wise, not this. I'm not talking about skill. I'm just talking about money wise, the numbers wise. Because I know people, man, he ain't Jerry Rice, he ain't on Jerry Rice level. I said, yeah, it may not be, but when you can bring in a receiver to put up those exact same numbers, there's no reason for you to pay those guys that type of money.
Right.
Cody, what's
Okay.
going on? Floyd, John.
Cool. All right. So let's get to the second part of the question. The second part of the question, and this is going to be the trigger part of the question is Drake London being proxied up to be the Julio Jones replacement?
I say absolutely. I don't think there's any doubt. Falcons already let them know that it's fuck Julio. Y'all just ain't listening. I sound like Sam by saying that. I've
No,
been hanging
no,
around this
no.
motherfucker way too long.
It'd be
Y'all
all
just
right.
ain't listening. They already saying fuck Julio. They done said that just the minute he got on that damn shiny sharp, they done said fuck Julio. You just ain't listening.
Cry me a river.
And why you say that, Mike?
Have you seen any? Who look? What did Julio Jones say on that podcast? Who did he point the finger at?
Off the blank.
Arthur.
Has Arthur responded in any way, shape, or form?
No, no, no.
I don't know how more direct it could be. This man called you out on a podcast in front of the world of the people that you are trying to make money out, and he just said, "Nope, I'm good. I'm not going to respond to it." Not a freaking word. Nobody. He ain't said nothing. It's that. Look, it's
He
look.
ain't have to. He just pulled up on the golf cart at practice and kicking the bobos with all the young receivers.
Mm-hmm. Man don't care.
If fuck you was a picture, Dad was.
That's it right there. Right there. It's right there. It's right there in our face. That man don't care nothing about that. That man, look, that man love Roddy. That man love Roddy, and he love him some Harry. That motherfucker ain't spoke Julio Jones' name. Guess who spoke his name?
Hmm.
Ice,
Who?
Ice, baby.
Dun, dun,
That's it.
dun, 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 dun.
It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
He look that man. Look at this. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all this. Okay, before all that went down with Calvin Ridley, guess what they did? They already had a plan. It was already fuck Julio when he did that.
Yep.
It was already fuck Julio when they did when he did that. I mean, it was already fuck Julio because he did something. People don't even talk about this. We about to say this right now because they wanted Calvin to be the guy. He just did some dumb shit and got ahead of himself. He should have just waited and get somebody else to do the shit for him. But his dumb ass gonna get suspended for gambling. He didn't even have to do that.
Right.
But they drafted a guy at number 4 overall. When Julio said what he said on national TV, they said, fuck you. We're gonna build this team around Calvin Ridley and Kyle Pitts. It's right there. Why you think they drafted Kyle Pitts? We just got to pay attention to it. Open your eyes, y'all. Open your eyes. It's there. They been. And then that didn't work. It didn't work out with Calvin really for obvious reasons. But that's the reason why they drafted Drake, because it didn't work out with Calvin. So they've been saying fuck you after you pull that shit with Shining Sharp. They've been saying fuck Julio. Look, that man, when the last time y'all heard anything about anybody in this organization even speaking Julio name outside of Matt Ryan?
Not at
It
all.
seemed like most of the time you hear Julio's name brought up is brought up by the media.
Mm-hmm. That's it. They don't care nothing about no Julio. That's why Julio in his feelings. Because they done already said, look, bro, you took my money, fuck you, bye. This is what Mr. Blank. Look, this man did not become a billionaire by being a lame, idiot. Okay, that man ain't forgot that man stole money from him.
Yes. Yes, he
I'm
did.
telling you, millionaires normally put people in the ground for stuff like that. Like this ain't me making up something, and I'm not wishing, but millionaires, when you fucking steal their money, they put you in the ground. They hurt you. They going to send a message that you better not ever try this again. Look what happened to look for a perfect example. Look what happened to the little bitty Devontae Freeman. You heard of him? Where he been? Everybody
Talking
been at
shit.
the Falcon. Everybody been at that Falcon camp except for him from that team.
Mm-hmm.
Running his dick sucker, running his mouth, running his mouth. Ever since he ran his mouth about that Falcon
Video documented
organization,
evidence
he
of
ain't
your
been back.
fuck up. Video documented evidence of your fuck up.
Mm-hmm. I ain't been seen since. Falcon don't want you nowhere near this organization. Look, it's loud and it's clear. All you got to do is pay attention to Mr. Blank's actions. Don't pay attention to his words. Pay attention to what his actions are. His actions have been. Look what he did. He could have put Matt Ryan and Julio in the Ring of Honor at the same time. He didn't do that.
Mm-mm.
All of this is right in y'all face, bro. We don't pay no attention to it though.
They're not reading the tea leaves.
I'm talking about Southside. Like, why you try to act retarded, boy? What's wrong with you? Undisputed. He was on undisputed, motherfucker. Shining Sharp was with. Oh my god. Sometimes I worry about
So
it.
wait a minute. So you telling me they don't forgot about that?
Yeah, I like they forgot about that. Like Shannon been doing so good, he done forgot he was on undisputed. He didn't have his show then when that happened, y'all. I'm sorry, he didn't have his own show. He did that when it was when he did that when Julio, that was right before
It was
the
on a
meltdown.
live show.
Yeah,
He called
why he was right on
and
the
Shannon
middle of
asked
the show.
what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You getting down with the family? Oh no, I'm out there on national TV. Oh yeah, bad, bad. The man go out of his way to get you $66 million, and you give him your back and add the kids. Oh, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
He went out of his way to try to please you, make you happy, line your pockets. You go on national TV and do that. All right, bet. Mm-hmm. And ain't nothing went right for you since. Nothing.
Who's the lead? And look, the Falcons made sure. This is why I'm telling y'all they are slowly trying to etch Julio Jones out of the record books because they made sure his rookie year that he got past 70 something receptions. Drake London owns that record.
Yep.
He owns a lot of records for the. They're slowly trying to etch Julio Jones out of the record books for certain things that can be done. Look, why you think they force feeding him the ball the way they fit? It's written all over it.
Yeah.
Man, do you think that a lot of the fans are in denial of that?
Oh, of course.
Hmm.
Of course. These the same ones that are still in denial and don't want to believe that damn Michael Vick is not a fucking Hall of Famer. Shit. Of course they're in denial. These the same idiots that even feel like that Julio Jones made Matt Ryan. I'm sorry, that was 4 whole seasons before Julio got him. And he was rookie of the year. Y'all don't get tired of busting your head up against the wall with this stupid shit.
Ooh boy, it's right here, y'all. Like I said, just gotta pay attention. Slow down and really pay attention to it.
Slow down.
That's all. It's right there, y'all. All of this is in me.
So, got a question here. So, do you think it would have been better off for Julio if he would have tested the free agent market after the 2015 season?
It would have just been better. He didn't pull that whole move that he did on live TV. Embarrassed himself and the organization.
Yeah.
I think they would have been fine just allowing him to test market, but I think it would have been better for his entire career if he would have just been real with the Falcons. I don't need this. I don't really want the money like that. He wants the money, but he didn't want what came with the money, and that's a responsibility to be an elite wide receiver. He didn't want that responsibility.
He was financially stupid and he had a stupid agent.
Cause,
You had Evans and Mercado and D Hop and all them coming up that following year. You signed that stupid contract. You had nobody to be mad with except your dumbass agent. And even knowing all this, Arthur went out of his way to get you more money. You wanted to be the highest paid. You knew that's just being financially stupid. You had that whole receiving class coming up the following year. You signed that dumbass contract. And then everybody else resets the market, and you want to be the highest paid receiver. And he even tried to oblige you, but no, that wasn't good enough.
Because my biggest question on that highest pay is if that was the major thing, don't you think any other team would have wanted to pay that high top dollar for him if he didn't want to be here in the first place? So I got a question for everybody that's
Yeah.
watching this show. I got a question for everybody watching this show. How soon did you, at being the witness to seeing Julio Jones, how soon did you make the realization that he wanted out of Atlanta?
Mm. I know. I
So
saw.
this is for the Noah East. How soon did you realize that Julio Jones wanted out of Atlanta?
He
I,
wanted out as soon as we fired Dan Quinn.
I
Mm.
saw it. I saw it when we did the first press conference. He wanted to call Matt Ryan out for it, but he didn't. I saw the look on his face because look at all his words right now. It's directed towards Matt Ryan and Mr. Blank. It's not directed towards Dan Quinn because that was his baby. His baby gave him everything that he wanted. He didn't have to do nothing. Julio didn't do a damn thing. He didn't have to do a damn thing.
Mm. Under the Dan Quinn regime, you have to practice. You know what I'm saying? You spent more time in the training room than you did on the practice field. And the moment they fired Dan Quinn, that's when you went to doing all this stupid shit.
So there goes an answer for you, Mike. So in 2019, if it was obvious that he wanted out, why why even complain about a contract for a team you didn't want to be a part of?
Oh, that's easy because he saw all them other AB Mike Thomas getting paid. He got jealous.
But that goes back into the question. With him being one of the top guys at that time, anybody would have killed
Mm-hmm.
to give him that big payday like that.
He got the payday, but he shouldn't have signed for that payday. He should have waited. He should have waited till the following season. He signed that extension. Remember? And then
Mm-hmm.
everybody came up the following off season and got new deals.
Mm,
But
So
again,
you called the
he ain't had
Russian.
nobody to be mad with except his dumbass agent. That's who he should have been mad with. And then he didn't have any financial common sense. He could have
mm.
played that season out, waited to the next year, and whatever the mark would have been set at, and they would have matched it, and he would have been the highest. He'd have been the top guy
So
contract wise.
so essentially what you're saying, Julio should have took the Michael Parsons
Right.
way out of it because that's what the Dallas Cowboys are waiting on. They waiting on Henderson to sign his deal. They not stupid. I know exactly what that was, but that's smart. You wait. So when you get antsy, unless you want to be there and money really ain't the issue, with
Mm-hmm.
wait. Julio should have waited. He got greedy, as
Mm.
Keith said. He got greedy because it was you. Remember too the conversations around Julio was who was better, him or AB.
Both of them
So
niggas started.
this is kind of like what a lot of people are banking on is hopefully Drake London we won't end up in a situation like that with Drake London.
I think Drake is a good guy. I really do. I just don't see that in him. I mean, he from Cali. He's just used to certain things. Like I don't want to say Julio ain't. Well, he ain't used to nice. He ain't used to Benzes and all that type of shit. You see that shit like look. You go to Cali and then you go to Foley, Alabama, and you tell me who used to what. Julio ain't used to being around rich folks like that because he come from a poor. So he's much more impressionable on things and money like that than a Drake London.
Mm,
I hate to say it like that, but Drake, you don't look Drake like his sister Marlon. She doing her thing. He doing it like Drake. don't even have to be a football player because he's a good basketball player. So I don't think Drake is even built like Julio in terms of his, what drives him. I think what drove Julio was more money, more money, more money. Drake really wants to be great because look, I'm not saying his family wealthy, but they ain't poor like Julio family was.
Right.
Yeah, I'm about to say, well, like Palmdale, California versus Foley, Alabama. Yeah, you kind of
Yeah,
there's
that's a
some
big
differences.
difference.
Yeah. Big old difference. Big difference.
That's a big difference. So those guys are driven by different things. Julio just trying to get as much because Julio trying to take over Foley, Alabama. That's what he's slick trying to do. So he needs more money. Like if you know anything about Julio, he been buying up damn near everything in that town. Everything. Car dealership, businesses, everything. He been buying up all. Just saying, y'all. All this stuff been y'all. Like I said, I know. Look, it's been in all y'all Facebook. When y'all don't have content creators that don't really do their research and they don't pay attention because they too enticed by motherfuckers who talk about Michael Vick 24/7. You won't
I know,
get
I
to it.
know, I know. You ain't talking about the Victorians now.
No, we're not gonna talk. No, no, no. We ain't saying no name. We don't need no name. Y'all know exactly who they are. We don't need to give no name. But yes, I am talking about.
Right.
Anytime shit gets boring, they go talk about Michael Vick and Matt Ryan. Y'all know who those creators are. They got no creative mind. All they do is talk about the same two things. They try to bring race and divide us with those two subjects every time. It never fails.
Yeah, that
Alright.
seems like it's way too easy right there.
Way too easy. Look, eyes ain't never seen no aeroplane before.
Mm,
Like this,
wow.
I'm dead serious, bro. Like there's
Wow.
certain things when you go to Alabama. Look, bro, when you go to Alabama, it's just certain things you've never seen. An
Mm,
airplane is one of them. Like my mom from Lynette, Alabama, Lafayette, Alabama. I mean, stayed in both. She from Lafayette, Alabama, and I'm telling you, it's some shit like there. Like a lot of us wouldn't even look. I couldn't wait. I was crying to get my ass back home when I go. It's boring as a motherfucker. All you hear is goddamn trees and wind whistling and dogs barking in that motherfucker. That's it. Airplanes ain't one of the things that you see there.
Yeah, but let's see. We do want to get into one final thing though, too. And this is going to be kind of a somber topic at hand. So I know everybody's kind of seen the recent events that's been going on here in the city of Atlanta the last couple days. Um, we got a man that jumped off of Spaghetti Junction.
Mm.
Now, like you said, we don't know too much of the news of who he is and what could have possibly drove him to do that. But I kind of wanted to make this kind of like a part two of one of the lives that you did earlier, Mike, as far
Hmm.
as the mental health aspect of a lot of things.
Yes.
Um, I want to get y'all thoughts on that, man. I wanted to get y'all thoughts on that because I know it's a touchy subject as far as people that may be dealing with certain things and they feel like they don't have a way out and they feel like that aspect of it is the only way out.
Me personally, like I have a tendency to say wrong things when situations like this occur because it's not a belief thing as far as like I don't sympathize with people. It's just like you got to do the necessary things in your life to make sure that you don't like you have the right people around you that guide you down the right path, and that's what the true essence of what my show was earlier today about words. Like if you don't have the right people around you, like bro, like I'm telling you, man, like I I was literally a mistake away. I was literally a decision away from a police officer from having my life completely changed, and I would have been behind bars for doing dumb shit. So when that happened, I changed because I didn't want to be seeing no full felonies on my record. Okay, didn't want to see that. Cause yeah, I got plenty of family members that deal with that type of stuff. Okay, and there's only one out to do that, and that's the military. So look, you don't want certain problems. All I'm saying, man, is like you just gotta be sure to have people around you that's gonna encourage you and know when you down. Hey, bro, you good? Hey, man, look, let's talk. Look, let's go out to eat, whatever the case may be. Look, man, let me talk to your old lady for a minute to see what's going on. You don't mind me, like whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Because like for me, I find it. I find it. It's something that I do. I try to at least get to know that person's people around them so I can get a better understanding of like, all right, why they are the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? So you help guide them better. And I think a lot of us, I see a lot of it now where people just, man, it ain't my place, it ain't my place, it ain't my place, it ain't my place. It don't matter if it's your place, man. That's why guys like this are jumping off roofs and stuff like that and killing each other and shooting shit up. Like we don't have about 3 or 4. Like shooting shit up now is like a common occurrence. Look, it's like a regular fight now, and that shit is disturbing. We used to just get in neighborhood fights all the time. Like, oh, it's just them fighting again. Now it's just like, yeah, somebody is just shooting again. So I look at that situation with that young man because he hesitated. He stood on that motherfucker for a good little minute. He didn't want to do it. Look, anybody that hesitates and you seen somebody, I got a history of mental illness with my uncle. Ain't no thinking when that motherfucker when he is out of it, yeah, ain't no thinking. He just does it. But there was a lot of hesitation in that. I didn't think he wanted to do it. I don't think he wanted to do it.
Well, as a person that is carrying a lot of weight uh, of loss, um, it's been rather tumultuous around my family over the last month or so. And Mike is right. You have to have the right people around you. Because I'm a testament to having the right people around you. These guys, my sister, they, you know what I'm saying, checking in, because it helps when you have people that care enough to say you good. You know, it helps to have people that actually care and say that, you ain't acting like yourself. What's going on? You know, what's on your mind? To have the attitude of, well, it ain't, not my brother. That you just basically saying you don't give a shit. You have to care, people. You have to care. It don't cost money to care. You know, it doesn't cost money to pray. It doesn't cost. Only thing it costs you is the time it takes just to ask a simple question. Are you okay? You know, I don't know what that dude was going through, but when you're on that edge, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of times you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention to people. Pay attention to the people that are around you. You know what I'm saying? Don't push them off the ledge. Pull them off of it. Sometimes all the person wants to do is have somebody to listen to them. Sometimes all it takes is, what I'm saying,
Yes.
a
Yep.
hug. Everything gonna be all right, bro. Just saying.
And Southside here say, what's crazy? I bet he told like three people he knew today that everything was okay and they believed him.
Mm.
A lot of times, and it goes back to what these fellas are saying. It's it may not be the most extreme tell sign that something may be wrong. It may be something that's just so small.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of times the best thing that you could always do in life is just ask somebody how they doing. How they doing?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, we do it on this live all the time. How you doing? Doing okay? Now if they get resort to getting chewed out or roasted, then that just comes down to it. But we care enough to see how you were doing. But that's like you said, that's I don't know what happened, but that's just sad right there. It's sad to me because you gotta think about it. He may have been somebody's father.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he may have been somebody's father. He was somebody's cousin. And those people are going to be looking at that situation as, damn, what if that one little telltale sign was him calling for help? Because like you said, it's been a multitude of times, even within this group. Sam tells you his story. Mike then came to everybody in this group about something. I've done the same thing. I've had doubts about whether I could be the person that I need to be, not just on the podcast aspect of things, but just in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
I've been down that road.
Surrounding
If y'all,
yourself with people like that. That's what it comes down to. A lot of times, decoding it ain't like about trying to help people. We can help people, but they can help themselves. We can help ourselves by surrounding ourselves with the right people. That was the problem lies because I was talking about earlier today about energy. Bad energy begets bad energy. If you got a bunch of people with bad energy around you all the time, that's what you're gonna get. That's where you're gonna stay. So you have to surround yourself with people that don't think like that. When things get rough, I'm gonna jump off a building. I'm gonna do this. Don't surround yourself with those types of people.
folks, what's happening?
Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing, not much, man, not much. Um, kind of, you kind of came in on the sober on that. We were just talking about the guy that jumped off the spaghetti junction.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Why you
Man,
chose? Why the fuck you choose to stop traffic? Why did you? Why the hell he choose to goddamn inconvenience thousands of folks? Shit, he could have. He wanted to end it. All he had to do would come steal two slices of pizza from me, and I'd handle him real good. Fuck him. I ain't got no sympathy for him. I'm
mm.
sorry. I ain't
No,
on
no,
the. I'm not on the. I'm not
no,
on the
no, no,
sympathy.
no, no, no. You good? You good? You good?
Yeah.
No, we definitely look. I told people I kind of feel the same way. My thing is, man, we have to do. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you gotta help yourself, man, and surround yourself with people that's gonna motivate you to do better. Because
Absolutely.
I can guarantee, that, like people around him wasn't motivating him. We got to look. We got to do that. You got to put yourself in the AA. You got to put yourself in the media. Now, there's always people with mental illness, and we don't know that aspect of it. But when it comes down to this, the suicide is what Truth is talking about. Why you choose to do all that? Because for me, it didn't look like the dude really wanted to do it. That's just how I see it.
And then the thing about it, they put out. See, I didn't know somebody showed another angle from the other side of the highway where they actually put down to the float for him and everything, and he and he
Hmm.
and he avoided the float. So he had, he had opportunity to rethink that and save himself, but instead you want to have traffic block uh, two ways for 4 or 5 hours. They should have went and got a goddamn. They should went and got a goddamn DOT truck, scooped his ass up and throw him in the grass, and then put him in the bag. I don't got no sympathy for it. I'm sorry because you
Oh
because you
man,
you inconvenienced all these folks. And trust me, and I'm not being insensitive, people.
nah, that's actually
Everybody on this panel know what I do for a living, and wh-
You ain't being Christian either.
and who I take care. I am a Christian under construction.
Yeah, under construction.
God ain't through with me yet.
Oh,
God ain't through with me yet. I got a mental illness when it comes to things. I got a mental illness about spending 4,000 pennies on
you know what
undeserving
you
or
know what.
deserving young ladies.
Lie, don't care, and tell it.
That is a sickness.
Mm-hmm.
but Mike,
No, but
you said the key thing though earlier about it. It's like you said, it was the hesitation in doing it as if you didn't want to do it.
I have an uncle that has schizophrenia, and I'm telling you, when that motherfucker is tripping, there's no hesitation. Okay, like he's had my uncle has had police standoffs That's why he's in Minnesota right now because he's had police standoffs where like it's not safe for him to stay in a big city. He needs to stay in rural areas like Minnesota. It's better for his mental health because this is something that I know personally because I've seen it. I grew up with it. This with my uncle and Chauncey. He works in the profession, so I'm not speaking on some shit that I don't know and I haven't seen.
To Mike's point, I almost called you Maggie, but to Mike's point, I take care of people 3 to 4 days out of the week. One of the guys who I care give, this dude take 30 fucking pills a day.
Mm.
He take 15 for no, he take no, he take 10 for breakfast, 5 for lunch, and 15 for dinner because he can't help how the fuck he is. And you got people like
Mhm.
that. You got people like that who got choices. But you never know.
Mhm.
Okay, I get it. You never know a person's situation. I get it. And now D called me from Little Caesars. It beat them them pepperoni little bites. Them pepperoni bites. You get fucked up quick by them pepperoni bites, bro. They sell them 4 in the box. Oh, I ain't bullshitting. They sell them 4 in the box for $3.99. I go in there. I get me 3 of them bastards, and a hot and ready. But anyway, no man. I mean, it's disheartening for the people who cared about him. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
disheartening. It is, and it's really sad because you could tell he was you could just from the looks that he was dark skinned or African American or I don't know. Um, I don't. It's just disheartening to see something like that. You got people who really wanted to live. Look, man, I've been to 4 funerals in the last 5 years of people who passed away from cancer. Those people wanted to live. All 4 of those people wanted to live bad, and cancer took them away. And then I look over here and I see this individual just throw his life away. I have zero. My sympathy meter is kind of low for that.
Yeah, like D. Coleman here said, suicide is the most selfish thing that you could do.
That's what scripture even says. That's what scripture says. It literally is murder. Murder is a sin, but you're killing yourself. So it's an act of selfishness.
But the thing about it, if you murder somebody, you can ask God for forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
You murder yourself, and you can't ask Him for forgiveness.
It's done.
Jay is talking about I need to try the pepperoni bites.
So what now?
They sound
Nah,
good. They do sound good
Jay
right about
Oh
Jay
now.
here
hell
talking
yeah!
about
Oh hell yeah! They got the marinara sauce. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. Now you might have slapped shit out of them about the marinara sauce because they supposed to give you one. They supposed to give you one, but they be trying to charge you a dollar and 14 for them. I be like, nah, player, nah, player. Y'all gonna give me one free. I'll buy another one, but y'all gonna give me one free and use your
Mm-hmm.
military
yeah,
discount too. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh, we do that in military discount. Believe that. That get you. So I look at the end of the day, man. It's like you know. I hope the young fella didn't have I hope he had some sort of that he tried to get some help. He got tried to get help, and some people, like I said, some people can't help it where they got mental issues, man. Like they like in Chauncey's case with the people he worked with. they have a chemical imbalance, so they have to have certain things.
Oh, they're trying
So
to get chemically imbalanced on me too. And you know what happened, y'all? When they get chemically imbalanced on me, I immediately have me a chemical imbalance.
I've been a witness to it, y'all. He not lying.
Because if y'all mother got sense enough to goddamn cause some bodily harm to somebody, I got sense enough to defend myself. You don't get fucked up on meds or not. I'm sorry. No, I do not abuse. I do not abuse mental health, folks. I don't. But I will protect myself.
I've been a witness to a few episodes. I think we've all been a witness to a few episodes.
Yeah, one on stepped on
While he having a conversation.
one on stepped on my bunion. One on stepped on one of my bunions. Stomped on one of my bunions. Shut up, Sam. I don't need nothing slick said from you. I don't need nothing slick said from you. Fuck you in advance. And it was on. Right now. See, Sam the type of guy you got to disrespect him first. You got to disrespect him first before he disrespect you. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Oh yeah. Like I said, y'all get the tame version.
Yeah, you definitely get a tame version of that.
Yeah, y'all getting the Christian version right now.
That's the funny part about it. You said the Christian version, but
Yeah.
like Jay here said, I've been through some things that break some folks, but I couldn't take my own life.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on that. I ain't doing that. Hey, if the word ever come back to you that Truth committed suicide, conduct an investigation. Because
Mm-hmm.
I am not taking myself away from these $40 hollers. They need me.
Oh
They
my
really
God.
do.
Jesus Christ.
They need
Wow.
me. They do. They need me.
Wow.
He said they need some.
Incredible. Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this?
He said that old school pimping is a must in these streets.
Oh man, look here, man. Hey, look here, boy. They need that pimping now. They need that pimping now. Hey, don't let them. Hey, y'all don't let them tell you they don't want no pimping. They want some pimping. They want some of this pimping now. It ain't dead. They just scared. Yeah.
No, we talking about we talking about Mr. Bernie Mac special, y'all, just so y'all know.
Oh yeah, filthy
Don't
pump.
insult Bernie Mac like that. That motherfucker they got them
Filthy pump.
holding these hoes out here hostage with that 9 toe.
No, I'm not. I ain't holding them hostage. I ain't gotta hold them hostage. All I gotta do is give them 4,000 pennies and 50 pumps. And they good.
Incredible, y'all.
Yeah. Better get yours before I get mine. Okay. All right. Now I'm sorry. I'm good.
I can't. I don't know where this is going,
You done
y'all.
suspended me 5 times this year already. Now the limit is up. Time for you to suspend Sam.
For what?
Shut up, Sam. Shut up. Time you suspend Sam again.
For what? Suspend me for what? Tell the truth?
Well, congratulations. Thank you for not lying. You want me to throw a goddamn? What you want me to throw a parade for you for telling truth?
Hey, they said Chauncey, that needs to be a shirt for you. 4,000 pennies and 50 bucks. That's a t-shirt right there.
Hey man, you can't be coming on camera naked.
You know what?
I think we're about to end this.
If I come on camera naked, any women be on here.
You can't be coming on camera naked. You need to put on
If I come on camera naked,
a
K Styles that
light
mic
color
gonna get
shirt because you look like you're naked.
Hey, if I come on camera naked, K Styles that mic gonna get about 300 more subscribers, all female.
Oh my God.
Okay, we about to end this shit.
Yeah,
I ain't here to please you,
I
Negro.
ain't dealing with this shit. I'm not dealing with this.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the great.
Pumps. Oh, we fucking serious.
It is the OGs and what y'all see on a daily basis for what
We
we
deal with this every day,
deal with.
y'all. Every day.
So, hey man, got any final words before we get up on out of here and catch this Monday Night Raw?
Um, listen, man, if you experiencing any type of mental health issues, go talk to somebody, man. Go talk to anybody. Goddamn, go talk to a dog.
Shit, I can find you. They
I mean,
get animal shelters
now, now,
all over.
now the dog might look at you and lick his nose and then turn his head sideways, but he hear you. Go
Mm-hmm.
talk to somebody, man. Don't do that, bro. Don't do
Man,
what
get
that
a
dude did
dog.
yesterday.
Get a dog, man. The dog is man best friend for a
Y'all,
reason,
a man,
man.
best friend for a reason. Don't do that, man.
They
Don't.
hear you, man.
It's
Believe it or
somebody
not.
out here to give a shit about you. Don't put them through that.
Yeah,
Because ultimately it's an act of selfishness.
it is.
That's just like what's the kid name? Um, her government name was Shannon Spruill. I watched her story. Um, WWE wrestler. That shit's so disheartening.
Who,
I just
China?
watched. I just watched now. China name is Johnny Laura. Um, um, but China committed suicide too, didn't she? Oh, she
Yeah.
not. She died. She overdosed. She overdosed.
Yeah, she OD.
Uh, Shannon
Which
Spruill, the girl that committed suicide after going Facebook Live, or Instagram Live. Uh, shit, man.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I
Daphne,
do.
Daphne,
Mhm.
Daphne. Like, she
Good
talked to her
family.
brother.
Pretty good.
Her, they called the police. The shit happened here up north somewhere, Kanye was Smyrna. And when the police busted in, it was too late. She had already shot and killed herself. They tried to stop her. Like, ain't no coming back from this, y'all. Once you expire, once you get called home, you going home and you're not coming back out. So, um,
just ain't no reset button to this shit.
no, it's not. I mean, so like if you feeling some type of way, man, talk to somebody. Like, go talk to somebody. Hell, look, go to church. Go walk in a church.
Yeah,
There's a
I
church on every
mean,
corner. Go walk in a church. It ain't got to be. Look, it could be a Catholic church with white folks. You know what that preacher gonna do? He gonna bring you up there and talk to you, or take you in the back somewhere. Don't do that, and don't be too proud to say that you need help. Swallow your pride, because a lot of folks commit suicide over ego and pride too.
right? Yep.
And pride is a big detriment to males, us men, because that alpha gene in us, that testosterone in us, like we hold shit in a lot. Us men, we hold shit in a lot because we put the weight of the world on our chest and on our shoulders, and we feel like we got to make it happen, and like I said, we too proud,
You're not a real
pride, all
man
this
if
shit.
you don't make it
Yeah,
happen.
you too proud to reach out and open and lend your hand. Goddamn, I ain't too proud no goddamn more. Goddamn, I tell somebody, hey man, goddamn, cash out me $32. Shit, I need it. What you
And,
what you
we
what,
definitely do that. Believe
what you
that.
need it for? What you need it for? Well, a 3-5 call 25, and goddamn, I need $8 from a can of dip. So, it is what it is. Like, no, for real. I know I'm joking. Pride, pride eats us up. Ego eats women up. Women have egotistical problems. A lot of people think it's more male. That's what to me. That's a female dominant. Ego is the woman's pride. But don't let your ego or your pride cause you to make that decision, man. Don't do that.
Hmm.
Don't do that. I saw the story on Phyllis Hyman. Same shit. She beautiful as she was. Believe it or not, I mean, as beautiful as Phyllis Hyman was, she had a problem with men. She had a problem holding down relationships or whatever the case. And she called her sister. She was all the way in New York. Her sister was all the way on the other side of the fucking country. She called her sister and said, "Don't try to talk me out of it. I just want to talk to you." When she hung up the phone, she took about 80 fucking pills. Come on. And killed herself. Danny Hathaway, well, some say this might not be the case, jumped out of a 20-story window. Ain't gonna get that bad with me, bro. Paul Williams of the Temptation went in his car and just, blowed his brains out. There are rumors that something else might have happened with him, but until we get another story, that's what happened. Go talk to somebody, man. That's all I got on that. And I got 10 toes too, Sam. See, son of a biscuit eater. Go ahead.
What you got, Sam?
This is why I say fuck you every goddamn day to this motherfucking crushed ass motherfucker.
Well, you're not my type. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Look, I done told you now what you and your little sister goddamn do. Matter of fact, tell that motherfucker take the closet off the door.
No, you know what? We got to go, y'all. We got
no.
No, we not doing that. Nope.
If I say that, Mike, I get suspended.
Yeah, he definitely suspended. He suspended the show. All right, we not doing this.
Yeah, look.
Nope. We're not talking about no closets. No closets. We're not doing that.
Final thought. Julio could go have several seats and shut the fuck up.
Again, what did
you Lamar Jackson apologists find a football IQ and look up the word quarterback, and it won't have anything to do with a running back.
Oh Lord, we done got him started. Mike, either you or Kev got him started. Who got him started?
Oh, it was me. It was me. It's my fault.
We getting close to the season. Understand, leadership is the theme of the defense. And I feel some type of way about the defense coming. I feel some type of way. I'm gonna touch a little bit on that on Friday, and hopefully, if this crusty motherfucker on the side of me over here, you can sit down long enough there.
I got a few adjectives about your ass too, you son of a bitch.
To goddamn.
I got a few adjectives. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you with your adjectives about me. Goddamn 5'11" ass. Adios.
I mean, look, it's all right. Don't be mad because you 6'8".
You're really 5'6", but your head make you 5'11". Long head.
It's not my fault. You goddamn 6'8", 450 with 9 toes.
I'm sorry, y'all. He brings the devil out of me. I'm sorry.
No. You keep your own horns and you carry that motherfucking pitchfork. Don't put that bullshit on me.
All right. Until next time, y'all.
Fuck that quote. Let this go.
We out, y'all.
The grumpy OGs will return soon.
Hey, y'all just got a sneak preview of all of it.
Oh, damn.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.